Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Dagmar, your spiritual healer, teacher, and guide, mentor in your journey of becoming a powerful healer, emerging as a powerful healer and leader to the 5D movement and change maker to shape our new world. I am so fired up about this. I'm so excited. This is my recent experiment I did. And I want to share this with you. Energetic CBD. But before I get into the nitty-gritty, I just want to say that as part of our journey of emerging as the healers that we are and emerging into being able to lead the world into this 5D movement and emerging as change makers to help shape the new world, we are going through struggles and have been going through struggles, some quite difficult. I know I have, but it is through those struggles that we learn a tremendous amount of information and understanding of, how we potentially want to shape the new world. And so it is through my struggle that I have acquired spiritually access to some amazing information. I've emerged as a spiritual healer throughout my journey, and I've had a practice for the past 16 plus years. And my other part of my struggle has been the physical being poisoned by all these different toxins in our society today. And that one has been probably even more difficult, that journey for me, than emerging as the spiritual healer that I am and finding myself. Because it can be very, very debilitating being poisoned. And today, we're poisoned from so many different aspects of our lives. I mean, it's in our food, whether we're talking herbicides, pesticides, nerve stuff, they're spraying our vegetables, that's accumulating in our body as we eat them, especially if you're buying your vegetables at a store. Or it's in our food in the form of preservatives and additives and things like that. Or whether you're talking about the jab that's filled with toxic stuff and genetically made stuff and stuff that's, might do all kinds of stuff to your DNA and things like that. Or whether you're talking anesthesia of surgeries that has heavy metals, or you're talking MRIs where the MRI solution has heavy metals in it. Are you talking even our polluted oceans where the fish have toxic stuff in them, right? Or you're talking medications that have all this extra stuff in them that have a ton of side effects, hundreds of different side effects, including death these days. And, it's microbes that they're releasing on us, things like viruses, that are man-made and cause pandemics, or they're causing whatever fear pandemic to emotionally affect us and drop us on the vibrational tone scale. I mean, we are being bombarded, absolutely bombarded with poisons. And so I don't think my journey has been in vain when I say that I've gone through a lot of different ways of being poisoned and being able to remove these poisons from my body and also recover myself, recover my body. And in most cases, I have found my own cures. In some cases, I'm still working on some things, like the most recent poison that I experienced was through consuming, ingesting by accident, not knowing, radioactive waste. And it has absolutely damaged injured my pancreas. And I've been dealing with this for the last year now, and it's been absolutely a nightmare because I never realized that I even had a pancreas, much less how important the pancreas is. And I've developed a condition called chronic pancreatitis at this point, which is a chronic inflammation of the pancreas. And every time a pancreas gets inflamed, it doesn't produce the amount of insulin you need. It doesn't produce the enzymes you need. You know, it fluctuates things like the phosphorus levels in your body, which cause your bones to be painful, to ache, and your muscles, and it causes weakness in your muscles and your bones. And it also has a function in metabolizing things and how your cells work. So, I mean, you know, it's been absolute nightmare. And so I've actually stopped eating meat because of it, because it inflames my pancreas. I, for a while, didn't eat rice or even pasta, or, you know, too much bread. I could do a little bit, but not too much, you know, white flour type of stuff, or sugar. I stayed away from all that stuff, trying to help my pancreas heal also, you know, give it that break. And, you know, I've tried, you know, also recently taking aspirin on a more regular basis because of the inflammation. I realized that every time it gets inflamed, it just causes a havoc in my system. And I've gotten, you know, pure aspirin from actually my home country that doesn't have extra additives, because you cannot get pure aspirin here in the United States without all these extra other things. And my liver has been very taxed at this point too, with all these different poisons, because you're processing everything through your liver. And so I cannot afford to tax it anymore. And even just the pure aspirin, just a very small portion of it I took like 125 milligrams every other day, okay, to keep the pancreas, you know, deflamed, I guess, if you will. And even that started causing me issues with my liver. I could feel it through the itching of my skin. I could feel it through the edema in my fingers all of a sudden showing up, that my liver did not like it. And so, and any of the natural anti-inflammatories like turmeric and reishi mushrooms and, you know, things like that just were not strong enough for the pancreas. So I just recently discovered or was reminded that CBD, you know, cannabis actually is anti-inflammatory, and also it's treats pain. And but in the past, throughout all my other issues, I've never chosen to really go with cannabis because it has, amongst other things, 400 other chemicals in it, including sometimes heavy metals, depending on where it's been grown. And so, you know, I think that, you know, I've must tested myself on this many times, and my body every time said no. Don't do it. Don't take it. It's not good for you. So I have been avoiding it. But this time I have, throughout my journey, been, you know, privileged with information on how to create energetic substances, energetic supplements with water. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try to make energetic CBD, because I now have control with creating it energetically with what supposedly has in it, so to speak, or what properties it has. I can specify exactly what I want the properties to be, right? And so I've done that. I actually created my own energetic CBD with water. So having done that, I can take 1 drop of this that's what I've been doing. I've been taking 1 drop of this every 6 hours, and it's been able to maintain my pancreas deflamed, I guess, not inflamed. and it has helped with the pain as well. So I've been able to replace the aspirin I've been taking and use the energetic CBD instead. Much, much better. And I didn't know if this is going to work or not, if how effective it's going to be. Is it going to really help the inflammation? Is it going to help with the pain? You know, and I am absolutely mind blown, okay, because it's amazing. It totally has anti-inflammatory effects on my pancreas, and it helps with the pain, and it works so much better than the aspirin. I feel so much better than when I was taking the aspirin because my liver isn't taxed and it's not doing, you know, its dysfunctionality. And so I am so impressed with this stuff. So I wanted to share this with you guys because in the 12-month Alchemy for Healers program, I will be putting together information on exactly how to make this stuff, how to make energetic CBD and how to consume it and what you need to know all about it, okay? And so that's very, very exciting. This is incredible information I'm sharing with you right here of the possibility of actually doing that. And, you know, you may wonder, you know, why not the real thing? Why energetic, right? Why do we want the energetic versus the real thing? Well, one of the reasons I mentioned, because there isn't that toxicity with it. It's much purer. It's just pure energy of what you want it to be, the energy. Like I can specify, I don't want THC with it. I you know, don't want the other chemicals with it. I can specify all that. And so I can create it however I want to. And this is all so 5D, okay? It's incredible, okay? So I can specify all that. So it can be much purer energy in terms of what an effect it has on you. I don't have to have all these side effects. That's one reason, one huge reason for why doing it energetic as opposed to real substance, right? I'm not going to have to worry about it having heavy metals, okay? Because I didn't specify it should have heavy metals in it, right? And I don't have to worry about how it's grown because I'm not growing it, okay? So, or it's not a grown thing, it's an energetic thing, right? So the other part is the cost. This, you know, how much does water cost? How much does much water cost? Okay, that's basically all it is. It's the water, okay? There's a couple other things in there, but primarily it's just water. And so, you know, the other part is the availability. With everything that's happening in our world right now, are you going to be able to get it? You know, can you get some CBD? You know, do you have access to it, right? That's the other portion. Now, I have created other substances, not just CBD, that I've used in the past already, in the process of healing my body, in the process of supporting it to heal. One of which is actually this enzyme called DOA. It's called, this is another one that I've created. Oops, the background kind of goes in and out here. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's the diamine oxidase enzyme. And I happen to be lacking that as well as a result of this whole pancreatic inflammation. And it actually, when you're lacking DOA, it causes headaches. It can cause migraines. And I've created this energetically, again, with water. And so I'm able to use it, a few drops of it, and gotten rid of my headache. Okay. Because it was due to lacking that particular enzyme. And I don't even know that you can buy this, okay, on the market out there, if it's even available. All right. I don't know. I've created substances like, you know, chlorine dioxide, for example. Chlorine dioxide, you can make it chemically. Okay. You can do your own mix, which is a mess. I didn't even want to get involved in that. Or you can create it energetically, which is so much cleaner. Okay. And what it does, it actually neutralizes poisons, and it neutralizes also microbes. In other words, it kills microbes that don't belong in your body. So you can consume it, and it will kill any poisons or neutralize poisons, and it will kill any microbes like viruses, also fungi, and bacteria that don't belong in your body. Okay. So it kills that and helps you just excrete it. And I've used it also, like, for example, in cleaning my vegetables, because to try to neutralize all this toxic stuff that is on it from all these herbicides and neurotoxins and whatever they're using on their pesticides. And so before I consume them, so I also created that energetically, and it works incredibly effective. It's just absolutely mind-boggling to me how well that works. And so again, I will be sharing all of this in the 12-month Alchemy for Healers program, so that you can take that and run with it, whether you want to use it on yourself, your own health, or you want to use it with your clients, teach other people how to do it. It's up to you. So I just wanted to share this with you, because this is an absolutely America's exciting information, how we can do things differently. And, briefly about the 12-month Alchemy program, I created that so that you may, as an emerging healer, be in like a cocoon, all right, to be able to find yourself, to heal. I do a lot of guided healings in this program, through videos. I'll share them, where you can access your own Akashic records and find out who you really are and heal your past lifetimes and things like that. Where you can, it helps you create the confidence, helps you heal the wounds and that you're carrying from those lifetimes, so that you can actually emerge as a powerful healer and leader and, change maker of this new world. Including, we have things like mastermind groups, live mastermind groups, where we get together online and we share information with each other. Like coming up, one of our members will be sharing how to, this whole transformation will be going through from a carbon-based body to a crystalline-based body. He's got a lot of information about that. I'm really looking forward to that. We'll be doing that in our next March meeting coming up, and learning about that kind of stuff and what it's going to take and how we're going to, how it's going to work, right? And what it's all about. So that'll be totally exciting. And so in this system, you are also able to share of your own insight in these group meetings, in these mastermind group meetings, and of what you've experienced through your suffering, what you've learned in a safe environment with people that are of the same mindset, okay? So that you don't have to be afraid of being attacked or invalidated or any of that. That is the danger or the risk you take when you're getting out there in the real world, right? And especially when we're still carrying all these wounds, there's much more likelihood that somebody can shoot us down, when we still have all these wounds that we haven't fully processed, that kind of cause a weakness in us. And so here's a system I've created just for you. All right, this is my soul path. This is my contribution to helping shape the new world, where you can participate in the system and, share of yourself while you're still growing in a safe space. Okay, that's one other thing. And so there's so many things that you'll be learning and growing and, be able to do through this program that'll help you eventually emerge as a powerful healer that can, be out there and really shape the world, and a leader, to the 5D movement, as well as the change maker out there for shaping that new world. And so I hope that, or I'm looking forward to getting to know some of you who are really serious about emerging as healers and want to participate. And I'm looking forward to really getting to know you through this 12-month Alchemy program. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and it's very, very exciting. So on that note, I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope this was enlightening. And I hope you choose to join us. Bye now.